Hi, this is Daron with I Can Develop Games blog, teaching you how to develop games by outsourcing, no coding required. Okay, today I'm going to show you a quick walkthrough for Revmob. Revmob is one of the SDKs that I make sure to implement in both my free and paid versions of any game. And the reason why I do that also in the paid version is when I offer the paid version for free for limited time, I turn on the ads on the Revmob dashboard, and that way I gain some revenue, an additional revenue. I haven't received any negative feedback from users that were playing my game that paid for them. So far so good. So let's start. So this is basically the first initial screen that you will see. As you can see, this is the dashboard. Today revenues, if you're in the middle of the day, it will show you the progress, how much you've earned so far. This is, by the way, a fresh new account that I made, so it will show everything as 0. Under the revenue tab of today, it will show you an estimate how much you will potentially make based on the progress you made so far. The ECPM is here. Yesterday, it will show you the actual revenue that you made yesterday. Weekly and monthly are basically the same concept as today, so there's nothing really much to see here. Moving on to the apps. Here, this is basically where you can see a little bit more detail about each of your apps. I already created one as a test to see how this dashboard works. I'm going to go ahead and add a new app, just showing how this is done. You have the option to select iOS, Android, or Amazon app. I'll make iOS, and I will just call this name, whatever it is. My app is already in iTunes. This is in case you already have a game in iTunes live, and you just are going to update it with Revmob, so you can tick that one. Whoops. And you can just place the URL of that app in iTunes, and it will fetch all the information. You won't need to actually type all of that again. Creating iOS app. All right, so what we see here, this is the type, the market that the app is in, the mobile app name. Oops, let's see, let's refresh that. Okay, now it's showing the one that I just created. As you can see, this is the app ID. Every app that you add to Revmob, as well as any other type of SDK, will generate an app ID, or however each SDK calls it. You will have to forward to the developer the app ID, and the easiest way is copy and then paste into an email or something, so you don't make any mistakes while typing this. It will show you an estimated ECPM, the estimated revenue, or let me repeat that again. This will show you the ECPM and the revenue total to the point of the date that you've actually checked. Campaigns, how many campaigns are running. Actions, you can click to enter into the app for more detail. You can here modify the app title, etc., or delete this app off the Revmob dashboard. Let's get into the information about this game. And here it gives you again a little bit of information. You can click to see view daily metrics, and there aren't any really, so it's not going to show. I just created that, obviously. Here you have different types of ad units: banner, full screen, link, pop-up, or local notification. To be honest, I just dealt with banner and full screen. Link and pop-up are basically self-explanatory. I done some testing using banner, didn't bring much of revenue. I like doing full screen. Now, each ad unit has a default that you can go ahead and use that. Tell the developer I want a banner or a full screen type of an ad, and he will know, or he should know what to do. However, I can add another placement, let's say at the end of a game or something like that. So when game is over, an app unit, I can decide I want it to be full screen. And now in this case, we need to refresh that. In this case, I created a placement which is not the default. If you want to stick to the default, so this app ID is enough to provide to the developer for this default placement. You created a new placement and you have generated a placement ID, and this is what you're gonna forward to the developer for full screen to be shown when game is over. Campaigns, you can create campaigns, for example, during the weekend or any peak time that you would choose. You want to present to the user only ads that you know will generate you a certain revenue, like the companies, the advertisers are bidding to show ads. You can determine to accept, let's say, apps that will bid only $1 or $1.50 per install or something like that. Sites, never dealt with that. This is, I guess, you can generate revenue through certain sites. And SDK, this would be given to your developer. You can either download or forward this website link to your developer, and then can download the SDK from here. Documentation, and that's really it. I hope you enjoyed this short video. If you liked it, I appreciate your subscription. Also, you should check my blog for a free gift for you if you haven't already. I have a free guide teaching you how to hire the best game developer there is for your next project, full of pro tips. You cannot go wrong with that. It's free, you have nothing to lose. So this is the Ron with I Can Develop Games blog, teaching you how to develop games. No coding required. Until next time, see you and have a great day.